Hello, everyone, and welcome to Check the Credits, a journey through music's biggest blunders. Welcome to the podcast dedicated to getting to the bottom of how and why certain records get made. Did the Beatles ever put out a turd? Well, no, but John Lennon did. Paul McCartney has, George Harrison did, and Ringo certainly has. What about Jay-Z? The mighty Van Halen, Metallica, Eminem, The Stones. We're going to do some in-depth reconnaissance and uncover the stories behind some of the worst records ever made by the music industry's biggest bands and artists. We are your hosts, Michael Green and Sam, the original Material Girl, Alwood.
Yes.
Sammy, how are you, man?
I'm doing good, Mikey. Actually, I should say...
Oh my goodness. What's happening right now?
I'm doing good.
This is going to get playfully erotic, I think. We should just allow it to go there.
I think so.
All right. Well, on that note, who is doing that? Can you introduce the artist that we are tackling for this episode?
I absolutely can. Give me a second, though. Here we go. The artist who we're discussing today is one of those artists that just always seem to be there. She's been a part of mainstream culture for so long, it's hard to imagine a time without her. She's ubiquitous, everywhere, and necessary. She's necessary for the simple fact that the world we live in is the way it is, good or bad, partly because of her. It's a crazy idea to consider that a girl from Rochester, Michigan could affect the world so immensely and consistently for nearly 40 years. Every single female pop singer lives in that net cast by that new archetype of diva that she created. Out of a pastiche of the most engaging artists and personalities. Take some Monroe and Basquiat and mix them up in a pot. Sprinkle a little Bowie on top, and what have you got? You've got Madonna. Madonna albums are at their best when they converge perfectly at that trifecta of being intensely personal, statement-making, and musically potent. Pushing culture forward with every infectious hook and challenging social and political norms with every artistic daredevil stunt. So an insanely long career? Check. Pioneering trends in music and fashion? Check. Classic albums? A few checks. But along the way, she made an album called Hard Candy.
Yeah, she did.
And that's what we'll be discussing today.
Well done. That was beautiful.
There's nothing to it.
There's nothing to it? That's one confident man.
Thank you.
Can you talk to me about your personal history with the one and only Madonna?
Yeah. So Madonna goes back far with me just because she started her career when I was born. And that's part of why I just always remember her being there, because she was just literally always there.
Yeah.
I would have been less than 10. I don't know exactly how old I would have been. And I caught the Like a Prayer video on TV. And I didn't see a lot of music videos growing up. Okay. But I saw this video and it freaked me right out. It just freaked me out. Like, she was pretty, and I was all like, ooh, I want to watch this.
Oh, yeah.
And then why is, like, Black Jesus crying? And now the statue is coming to life and kissing her and then walking away. Like, I remember feeling so, like, dirty watching this thing, and it just freaked me right out. I still just love that song to death. But that's my earliest memory of Madonna.
Wow.
How about you?
Yeah, Madonna for me is, I'm probably gonna have to go with giving credit to any exposure to Madonna from my mom.
Okay.
My mom would have been, a Madonna fan in the 80s, just like everybody else.
Yeah.
And the hair and the bracelets and all that kind of stuff. So the album that I most remember when I was little is True Blue. That's the album I remember the most from Madonna, but I do recall seeing music videos of like Material Girl and stuff.
Okay.
And yeah, being even at that age, whether I would have been 5 or 6, and being like, oh, she's so pretty. Really being like attracted to Madonna.
Really?
I think we all were. So another interesting thing for me, exposure to Madonna, was I used to wrestle in school. And
I didn't know that.
There is a wrestling movie that was out in the 80s called Vision Quest.
Okay.
And this movie starred Matthew Modine.
Yep.
And Madonna is in the movie. She plays like a club singer, and she's singing that song Crazy for You. That's where that song is from. It's from the Vision Quest soundtrack.
Okay.
So because it's a wrestling movie and not like WWF, it was like legit like high school wrestling, right? Okay. So our coaches made us watch this movie. And I remember Madonna being in that movie. I even remember wanting to see Dick Tracy because Madonna was in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
okay. So
Madonna and I go back.
Yeah, we all go back, I guess.
So, Hard Candy.
Yeah.
This your first time hearing this record?
Yeah, I never heard of it before.
Okay.
Didn't know anything about it. We had decided, this weird thing keeps happening to me ever since we started doing work on this podcast. Because whenever I talk, just Madonna background, it just backs me up when I talk. So anyway, I'm not trying to make myself sound more important when I talk, just because this happens to me and it doesn't happen to you. Need. But anyway, what was the question?
The first time you're hearing Hard Candy? I think it's the first time you're hearing this album.
Thank you. So this is the first time for me hearing this album.
Yeah.
And I was excited about it because of the production. And we'll get into that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, my first time hearing it. How about you?
It's my first time hearing it. So going through the Madonna catalog and trying to research, well, what is her turd?
Yeah.
There's probably about 3 that tended to sort of leapfrog each other in the kind of bottom half of what critics say is her worst record. So Hard Candy, MDNA, and American Life. Those are the 3 records that most critics were kind of leaning towards being sort of her weakest effort. So the reason that I leaned hard on Hard Candy is because it was the most fun record. Like American Life, maybe even it might, you know what? It might even be a weaker record, right, but it's really bland and boring.
Gotcha.
And same with MDNA as far as I'm concerned. But this one is going to be fun.
All right.
The production credits, who's involved in this record, is just going to give us a lot more to talk about. It's a lot more interesting. Yeah. So the year... Oh, sorry. You had something to say?
So what I found was... So what I found was when I was trying to find out how people ranked
I love this song.
all of them...
This brings me back.
I have to keep talking because if I don't, it'll go away.
Okay, sorry.
So
go ahead.
That's how it works. What I found was there wasn't a lot of consensus on what the best ones were either. I don't know if you noticed that.
I didn't notice that. I thought Ray of Light was usually kind of in the top. Music was in the top. True Blue. Those were usually the top 3 records that most people were saying. Like a Prayer was usually number 4-ish, or in the top 5 anyway.
That's interesting because I didn't find any consensus. Really.
Are you using the internet or like how are you?
I'm using the other internet.
The interweb.
Yeah. Well, what I was thinking was that because everybody seems to have different favorite Madonna albums.
Yeah.
So it makes what we do, like giving it the sort of the check the credits treatment.
Yeah.
It makes it really hard because this could be somebody's favorite Madonna record.
Yeah.
So,
for sure.
Yeah.
I really felt like the more favorite records and then the weaker efforts were relatively similar, and then in the middle was super interchangeable, I found.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's,
Yeah. That went from critic to critic. And fans are fans. But, okay, so the year is 2008.
Okay.
So these are some of the top news stories from all the way back then.
All right.
Barack Obama is elected the 44th U.S. president, making him the country's first African-American to be elected president.
2008.
Yeah.
Okay.
China hosts the Summer Olympics. U.S. swimmer Michael Phelps won a record 8 gold medals.
Beast.
And Jamaican sprinter Usain Bolt set world records in the 100 meter, 200 meter, and 4x100 meter relay. The first man to do so in one Olympics.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
You ever watch that documentary, that Usain Bolt documentary?
No, I never did.
It is awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
Actor Heath Ledger died of an accidental overdose from prescription drugs in 2008. For all you Beatles fans out there, Maharishi Mahesh Yogi died at the age of 90.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And our very own Jeff Healey passed away in 2008 as well.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Finally, the global financial crisis.
Yes.
Called the worst financial crisis since the Great Depression. And like the Great Depression, the 2008 version began in the US, but then soon spread around the world. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've got stories.
We both felt that.
Yeah, we felt that one, man, for sure, man. Top grossing movies in 2008 were The Dark Knight and Iron Man, the former which would award Heath Ledger a posthumous Academy Award for his portrayal of the Joker, which you took me to go see.
Oh, yeah.
On my birthday.
In IMAX.
At IMAX at the Henry Ford Museum in Detroit.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome.
All right.
I think when you took me to see that, that was like my fourth time seeing that movie.
Yeah, I remember that.
But not like that.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was amazing. And the latter, which would jumpstart the MCU. Iron Man was the first one in 2008.
Was it really?
And I'm a massive fan of those movies. So that whole MCU universe. I also have the top 10 songs on the Billboard charts of 2008.
Now make sure that you guys let us know how much you guys crush me at this game, because I know you do.
Yeah.
Every time I think I've done well, somebody tells me
Dude, you do really
they
well,
did better
actually.
than me. Okay, well, let's
I'm
see.
interested to know how you do on this one, because I don't know one song.
Come on.
Not one.
2008?
Yeah. I don't know what I was listening to, but it wasn't any of this.
All
Are you
right.
ready?
Yeah.
Number 10, Chris Brown.
That's impossible. Chris Brown. I don't know. Dude's got hits, man.
Take a stab.
2008?
Yeah, take a stab.
Blanks. Drawing complete blanks.
Forever.
Okay.
Do you know the song?
No. Maybe if you played it for me.
All right, try this one. Number 9.
Yeah.
Chris Brown.
Are you serious right now?
Yes. Chris Brown's number 9 too.
No.
With You.
Okay.
You know that one?
I don't know. Yeah, probably if you played it for me. I don't know.
Number 8.
Yeah.
Usher featuring Young Jeezy. Uh-oh. What's happening right now?
This is horrible.
It's only 11 years ago.
What song did they do? Not Love in the Club. Was it Love in the Club?
You got it, man.
Yes!
Whoop, whoop. Well done, sir. I was getting scared.
I know, eh?
Number 7, Sarah Bareilles. Or Bareilles?
No idea.
Love Song.
Okay. This sucks.
Are you not having fun this time?
No. This
All right.
is good.
Well, somebody out there's got to be doing better than
All
you.
right.
Somebody that was,
Listening
listening to the
with
radio.
their ears.
Number 6, Jordan Sparks and Chris Brown.
You got to be kidding me right
Guy
now.
was crushing in 2008.
No, I don't know.
No Air?
Okay. Wow. 2008. What was I doing until anyway?
I don't know.
Wow. We were too busy watching our money go away.
2008, yeah. These guys were crushing it. Chris Brown. When was the big ordeal with Rihanna? Was that the same year or was that after 2008?
That would have been after.
That would have been after?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay. Because she turns up in the top 20, but we're just doing the top 10. So,
Okay.
All right, number 5, Timbaland featuring One Republic.
Apologize.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, that's only the second one you got, though. I'm just saying. Just saying. Number 4.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne featuring Static Major.
Lil Wayne featuring Static Major.
I've never heard of Static Major. I've heard of Lil Wayne, obviously, but what's Static Major? Is that a group, a duo,
I have
duo
no
or
idea.
something?
What's the song?
Lollipop?
Oh yeah, Lollipop. That was huge.
Okay.
Who's Static Major?
I don't know, man.
That's a Jim Johnson made that beat.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know who that is.
Okay. Number 3, Alicia Keys in 2008?
I don't know. I don't know the name of it.
No one?
No.
Is that what? Yeah,
no
that's what you were thinking. I'll give you a half a point. I guess. Oh, you know the track. Cool. Can you sing it a little louder?
No.
Everybody wants to hear it. Number 2, Leona Lewis.
No way.
Bleeding Love.
Okay.
And the number 1 song on the Billboard charts in 2008, Florida featuring T-Pain.
Florida?
Florida?
Featuring T-Pain. Okay, what song did they do together?
Come on.
I'm sure I know
Come on.
it. I'm sure I know it. I know it if you played it for me.
Low.
Okay.
Oh, you wouldn't know if I played
I know.
it.
I'm sure I'd know it if you.
So,
if it's a number 1 song, it means it was played incessantly and there was no getting away.
the number 1 song.
Yeah.
I have no idea what it is. So it took till number 13 before I knew a song.
Wow.
Viva La Vida from Coldplay. I knew that one.
Okay.
I Kissed a Girl from Katy Perry. I knew that.
Yeah.
So Rihanna has a couple tracks, 16, 17. But all the way down to number 23, 4 minutes. Madonna featuring Justin Timberlake and Timbaland.
Okay, so
she
it
had a
charted
top
pretty well.
Yeah, so she had a top 100 hit for sure, or
right.
top 40, whatever you want to call it.
Great.
So,
Yes.
are you ready to check the credits? What a mess! That was fantastic.
Yeah, let's check some credits.
Oh my gosh. So released in April of 2008, it is her 11th album featuring 12 tracks. It's her final album with Warner Brothers Records after a 25-year relationship.
That's amazing.
Yeah. On release, Hard Candy debuted at number 1 in 37 countries.
Bitch, I'm Madonna.
That's how that happens.
Is this the one she did with Nicki?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think so, yeah.
It was the 11th best-selling album of 2008. It has sold over 4 million copies worldwide.
That's fire.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
She had initially decided
Because
to
it's not a very good album.
It's not a good album. I think 4 million copies worldwide, that's probably more than all of the albums we've reviewed up to this point put together.
Wow.
And now Madonna has also sold over 300 million records in her career.
What?
Which I think is more than all of the artists
What?
put together. That's Metallica, Guns N' Roses, Van Halen, and Nas. I think Madonna blows them all away.
That's amazing.
It's insane, hey? So for the cover art, sorry, she had initially decided to portray herself as the Black Madonna, you know,
Yeah.
that Virgin Mary painting, for the cover art and call it the same. But later felt that the idea may have been a little controversial.
Hey, yo, Madonna.
Yeah.
So she
Take it
decided to
easy.
go with Hard Candy, a little less controversial. The tour, dubbed Sticky and Sweet, would go on to become the second highest grossing concert tour of all time,
That's
only behind the Rolling Stones' A Bigger Bang tour.
It's nothing for her because I'm pretty sure every tour she does breaks
Breaks
new
that record.
Right?
Yeah.
That's insane.
So it remained the highest grossing tour by a solo artist until Roger Waters' The Wall Live surpassed it in 2013.
Lame. Sorry, Roger.
Dude,
Waters.
Roger Waters?
Lame.
Easy. Hard Candy was streamed on MySpace for 4 days before its release in the United States. I just wanted to
MySpace.
mention that because it said MySpace.
Yeah.
Dude, before Facebook
Man.
and all that other stuff.
Yep.
Before YouTube too, right? I remember having MySpace, I think, before YouTube, wasn't it?
It's concurrent.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
It became Madonna's 7th number 1 album, making her the female artist with the second most Billboard number 1 albums, behind only...
Who? Celine?
Nope.
No. Barbara Streisand?
You got it. Second guess. That makes up a little bit for that top 10 Billboard business. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I am.
Hard Candy also debuted at number 1 on the UK album charts, making Madonna one of the few artists to achieve 10 number 1 albums behind Elvis Presley with 11 and
The Beatles?
with 15.
Ooh.
Right? Are you ready for the
Yep.
producer credits?
I am.
Got. Sorry, I got to do that every
Do
time.
I have to be ready for that every time?
Every time.
Bob. Bob Rock.
So producer credits include Nate Danya Hills.
Okay.
Started as a co-producer for Timbaland, but has since produced songs for Britney Spears, Nelly Furtado, Whitney Houston, Bjork, Duran Duran, and many, many, many more.
Danger.
Hannon Lane, whose credits include Jennifer Hudson, Rihanna.
Okay. I never heard.
No. The Neptunes.
Yes.
Production duo of Pharrell Williams and Chad Hugo. Sammy, can you talk about the Neptunes sound and Noriega's 1998 track Super Thug?
Oh, Super Thug.
Go, my brother.
What? I love that tune.
Okay, go.
What's there to say? They're geniuses.
It's something called the Neptune sound, and that's the first time that was coined. It was
is
on
that-
1998
is that
Super Thug.
right?
That's right, on Noriega's track. So I don't know if can you elaborate on it, or do you want me to move on?
I don't think
No?
I can. I mean,
But you remember the track?
yeah.
Cool.
I know everything from the Neptunes. I love the Neptunes. I love NERD.
Yeah.
I love anything that those two dudes do.
Now Chad Hugo is
Yeah.
the quiet guy.
Yeah.
Does he kind of like stays in the background completely? He's not the Pharrell Williams sort of upfront guy.
Yeah.
Do they tour? Or are they strictly a production team?
When in NERD, I think NERD tours.
Okay.
I think, yeah.
Okay.
But I think for the most part, like Chad Hugo, like has his family and has done well for himself, and he just comes out when he wants to and does some production because Pharrell will just do production by himself too.
Yeah.
So like he's all the way like he
writes
married
songs
to the
too.
game. Like
Yeah.
and he's a solo artist.
Right.
Like he's married to the game.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
but I think Chad just kind of comes out whenever.
That's also another reason why I wanted to do Hard Candy is because Pharrell came up in our Guns N' Roses
that's right. Yep.
episode because we were going through the top Billboard charts and it was Rump Shaker, right?
Yeah.
We talked about that. So I thought that was another reason
was
why
insane,
I wanted
yeah.
to pick Hard Candy.
I like it.
Timbaland, Justin Timberlake, and finally Madonna is listed as executive producer, obviously.
Can I have those producers for my album?
Right. Man. Well, not if the results are this.
I'll take it.
A bitty beep bop.
I'll take it.
How do you feel about going through track by track review?
I can't wait for
My
this.
brother for another mother.
Okay.
So Candy Shop is our first song that is up.
Hey there. If you want to listen to this clip, you're gonna have to go download the album. If you dare. It's pretty shitty. Hence the purpose of this podcast. Anyway, back to the show.
So this one was produced by Williams.
Yep.
The song uses the word candy as a metaphor for schmeck. So Williams said, quote, "We were just in a studio and Madonna was like, 'Look, give me some hot shit.' And I was looking at her like, she's not saying hot shit." She was like, "What?" And I'm like, "Okay." So we just worked and made it.
I love that.
Don't mind the beat, but the lyrics are ridiculous.
Yeah.
My sugar is raw was my particular favorite lyric.
Yeah.
Well, how about you?
Yeah. I didn't like the song very much, but
All right.
I like the production.
Okay. Well, I have something prepared for you.
Let's hear it.
I have something prepared for you that I've done. It's a surprise.
Oh, man, I'm
Well, if
so
only I
excited.
had a guitar. Why, there's one right here.
Oh man, it's in your lap.
Are you ready?
Yeah, go.
I'll break it down for you. Oh, baby, it's simple. If you be an info, I'll be an info. In the hotel or in the back of a rental, on the beach or in the park, it's whatever you're into. I'm a seasoned vet when it comes to this shit. After you work up a sweat, you can play with this stick. I'm trying to explain, baby, the best way I can. I'm melting your mouth, girl, not in your hands. Get up off of your seat. Come on up of the dance floor. I need plenty of heat. I'll be your one-stop candy shop. Everything that I got, I'll be your one-stop candy store. Lollipop. have some more. She like it from behind. Come on, man, you know the words. Watch them in thongs. Thinking about that ass. Candy shop piece.
That's fire.
Wow. What was that?
Did you see what I did?
I see what you did there.
I did a mashup.
Oh, man.
I did a live mashup of 50 Cent's Candy Shop. So those are his ridiculous verses.
Yeah. That was awesome.
Thanks, man.
That was great. I got a new favorite song. Yeah, the candy metaphor has been used too many times.
Yeah. So. And I think it was just Candy Shop 50 Cent was like 03, right? And she's like 5 years later doing it, I think. So was that cool?
That was awesome.
Okay, awesome.
Good job.
Good job. I feel like I could have sung it better. Oh, well,
man.
It's early in the morning.
No, it was
so I did some more reconnaissance.
Uh-oh.
And I looked for some YouTube comments
Yes,
for each song on Hard Candy. So Andre Daniels, 4 years ago, says, WT fudge am I reading? What do you people want? The track's a hit. And as for her arms, question mark, are you serious? I thought they were always fine. She got more tone now, if anything.
You can't touch this.
Yeah, I forgot about that whole arm gate thing.
Arm gate.
Bicep gate. I don't know.
What's up? Explain this to me.
She was like super buff this one year.
Okay.
And she just showed up and she was just cut.
Just jacked?
Like jacked in every picture and people lost their minds.
That's what this is about?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
isn't that amazing? She makes news headlines
I know.
for her arms.
I know. I actually remember a little off topic. Mm-hmm. I actually remember it would have been 91, 92. I remember hearing on the news that John Bon Jovi cut his hair. I think CNN reported that John Bon Jovi cut that poodle haircut.
Oh man.
Like was a slow day?
That must be a slow
Holy
day.
crap. So Bert Marion 3 years ago says, everybody needs candy in these dark days.
Don't just stand there. Let's get to it.
I didn't mean to hit that. I'm sorry.
It was so relevant, though. That was a lie. Jaden Richards 3 years ago says, I have the official instrumental if anyone wants it.
Madonna.
Yes. Yes, actually.
Was that Lars?
That was Lars.
I knew it was Lars.
Good for you, Mike.
Dude. Are you ready for the next song?
Yeah.
The next song is 4 Minutes. This is the first single from the record. Madonna.
You love this song, I could tell. Yeah, I had to remember that this isn't a new album because I kept hearing it and going like, "Oh, guys, like, come on, you know, this sounds so dated." But it's because it's dated. It's from 2008.
Yeah.
I remember Timbaland's solo album coming out around this time as well.
His first one after NSYNC was around this time.
I said Timbaland.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said Timberlake.
Timberlake was...
Timberlake. Oh.
Yeah. He was just a few years before, though.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
My bad. Sorry.
Yeah. But, I mean, and even that sounds very Timbaland as well, right? Because everything they've done together. So, anyway.
So, yeah, it's an up-tempo dance song with an urban hip-hop style. It also incorporates Timbaland's Bhangra beats. Again, I like the beat, but I didn't care for the song that much. It's probably going to be a running theme for me throughout most of the record. I love Timberlake. I just think this hook should have been undeniable. Yes. And it's kind of decent in my super humble opinion.
I have decent but forgettable in my notes. Right
Dude,
there.
No way.
But I also I like the 4 minutes to save the world line.
I do.
That's a cool
I like that
sentiment,
lyric as
right?
well. There's not a lot of great lyrics on this.
Because think about it though, you've got some huge musical minds in the room.
Yeah.
And they're used to being on the charts and having those 4 minutes to, change somebody's life.
Sure.
And
or
I
day.
like that. Yeah, day and their, and
morning.
Subsequently their life in a small way. And I like that idea that, our hit makers and our creatives are the ones who save the world with their art.
Okay.
That's a good sentiment.
I like it too. Shorty Steffi, 2 years ago, says, leaving my research paper on the last minute, and now I'm listening to this song to keep me motivate. And I'm on the second page! I have 4 hours left to submit.
You know you can do it.
Yeah.
Steffi Steph.
Get it, Steph.
Gannon Slayer, 7 years ago, says, this is weird.
Come on.
I love it.
Duba Bela, 1 year ago, says, I think this song talking about fast sex.
Bump and grind it.
Yeah.
Well played.
Yeah.
Dude, I just keep lining them up and you just knock them down. Jonathan Williams, 1 year ago, says, Holly, it's obvious you don't know of Madonna's achievements in the music industry, and that is why she continues to make music. She is one of the most prolific music artists the biz has ever seen, and that is why she is a legend in the business, and you are and never will be as prolific as she has been throughout her entire life. In addition to owning her own record label, smoke on that for a while, and then have your career span 4 decades before you even attempt to slam one of the greatest talents to ever hit the stage. Your turn.
Boogie woogie.
Madonna just wanted to bring that one home.
Julia Berman, 2 years ago, says, best song ever invented. Because that's what they do. They invent songs. Flip sakes. Number 3 is Give It To Me. This is the second single released from Hard Candy. Got backing vocals provided by Pharrell. Will Ferrell, who makes an appearance. What's your favorite planet? Mine's the sun. Production by the Neptunes.
Yeah.
Meh. Probably cool to bump to at the club. So the next time I'm grinding at the club, I'll request that the DJ give me the bass line so I can shake it.
Yeah. And I mean, I love the Neptunes bounce.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at them doing if things sound similar. I mean, that's going to happen.
And do you want to hear some YouTube comments on Give It To Me?
I do.
So The Horseman, 1 week ago.
Wow.
Yes, I like you, but it is normal. All stars are beautiful.
That's great.
Carlosos, 4 months ago. Mm-hmm. I swear this is the most unbearable comment section I've ever seen. Even worse than the E.T. one.
The E.T. one?
Yeah.
What is this guy doing with his life?
I don't know.
That's amazing.
He's trolling. Iarla Baby, 4 months ago, she always had awful lyrics. It's always just production. Blah.
Wow.
Yeah. Mel B, 5 months ago, says, not digging this song. It's all over the place and not very catchy. There's too many people chanting, and the song feels like it never really gets going somehow. I love Madge, but not on this track.
Wow.
And then Jimmy Bling Bling, 6 months ago, says, somebody stop me! I can't stop dancing!
What was his name?
Jimmy Bling Bling. 6 months ago, too.
I love Jimmy Bling Bling.
Shaking it, his rump.
That's
6 months
great.
ago. Heartbeat is our next song.
Heartbeat.
Yeah. This song opens with a heartbeat sound. Mm-hmm. So it's probably a sample of Huey Lewis and the News, I figure. I mean, it's pretty obvious that this entire record was heavily influenced by sports. New York, New York. Is it everything they say? There's no place I'd rather be.
Did they put out a bad record?
Where else can you do 500,000 things all at a quarter to 3?
Let's just...
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Yeah.
When you hear that music. Sorry, I didn't care for this one.
Really? And I actually liked this song.
I didn't care for this one.
Oh, man.
One little bit.
This isn't working, Mikey.
This town needs a better class of criminal, and I'm going to give it to him.
No.
That was my joke. My Heath Ledger joker.
All right.
Do you want to know how I got these scars? It's not auto-tuned at all.
No.
Tails Miles Prower, 1 year ago, says, it's just like in the hospital, but I love it. Joshua Stevens 8 months ago says, my motherfucking jam!
Yeah.
And Angie McKellen 6 years ago says, some say this should be my theme song, and I think they're right. Gosh.
Wow.
You ready for the next one?
I'm ready for the next one.
Miles Away.
Miles
This is the
Away.
third and final single from Hard Candy.
I found it. Okay, tell me
Gosh.
what you like about it.
You liked Heartbeat. Co-wrote and co-produced with Timberlake, Timbaland, and Danya. It's an electronic ballad inspired by Guy Ritchie, who was her husband at the time. Sort of long-distance relationships lyrically. I dug it. I thought it was my favorite track. It wasn't about clubbing and shaking it and licking that candy. My sugar's so raw. It actually had like a lyric.
Yep.
So I didn't mind it.
Okay.
But you're out?
Yeah.
All right, so let's go to Melissa Tupac. I'm guessing that's not her real last name. But 1 year ago, she said...
Melissa Tupac.
The name's Melissa. Melissa Tupac.
The name is Tupac. Melissa Tupac. Sorry, go ahead.
Shaken, not stirred. 1 year ago, I missed the old Madonna.
Oh.
And check this out, dude. And I got a hat trick. I got a hat trick of comments
Okay.
from Johan Klomp
Give it to me.
8 months ago.
All right.
I hope Madonna make these songs and not with rappers. Her voice is nice only alone. And then Johan Klomp 8 months ago says, very nice song. I hope Madonna makes songs like this. Then Johan Klomp 7 months ago says, I hope Madonna made songs like this.
Hey, yo, Madonna.
No rappers.
But what? He just, it's
And make songs like this.
different times.
He really likes this song. But he keeps forgetting that
That she
already
did make it.
That he already commented.
I hope Madonna made songs like this. It's like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean she made? You're commenting on a song that she
Yeah.
invented.
I think he's forgetting.
That was a callback from a previous YouTube comment.
Oh.
Try and keep up.
I'm here.
She's Not Me is the next song that we are going to listen to from Madonna's album Hard Candy. Written by Madonna and Pharrell, or Will Ferrell, with production by the Neptunes. I actually didn't mind this either.
What song was that? Sorry. I'm sorry. That was called She's Not Me.
Yep.
I've got in my notes, I like the verse melody, but the chorus is nothing to me.
Cool, man. Welcome back. I watched her Sticky and Sweet live show on Amazon Prime,
Did you really?
and this one was cool live.
Like the whole thing?
I didn't get through the whole concert,
Okay.
but I kind of went through and I tried to pay attention to the tracks that she plays live
Makes sense.
from this record. So I thought this one was cool live. So what she has all her dancers dressed up like different versions of her throughout her.
that's a great
throughout
idea.
The phase of her career. Yeah.
See,
so it's
and
pretty cool production. Yeah.
Not everybody can do that.
No.
You can't do that. If I put a brassiere on that was like two cones,
Yes.
like instantly everyone's like, "Oh, cool."
I'm aroused.
You're Madonna.
I just pictured it.
You're dressing like Madonna. Like, isn't that crazy though? Like,
Yes, I know. She's the original, man. Yeah. She is the original.
yeah.
And that leads into the first comment from Fernando Barros 5 years ago. Madonna is the queen of pop. Gaga is the queen of poop.
We love you.
So mature comment there. Hi, it's Paonia and I'm everything. 2 years ago says, to every psycho chick that has tried to destroy me while pimping my style and running behind my man.
Wow. Hold on. Can you say that for me again in this voice?
To every psycho chick that is trying to destroy me while pimping my style and running behind my man.
Oh, balls. That was so great.
I think she did a voice to text for this comment,
that
and
was
that's
so
what her
good.
voice sounded like. When she was
Omar Robinson 5 years ago says, I'm a man, but I love this record. Yeah!
Man.
Come on, James. Brandozy87, 6 years ago, says, MDNA was good. Not the best, but it had some great moments. Girl Gone Wild, Love Spent, Beautiful Killer, Some Girls, Turn Up the Radio. Actually,
What?
MDNA was good when you take individual songs. Could have been better executed commercially, but I think there are some real gems. I just like how this guy was working through his thoughts
just
on the fly, but
writing
typing
out
them
loud, yeah.
You know what, actually...
But how?
Oh my gosh, dude, I love it. And finally, Ultimate Destination 7 years ago says, well, fuck nothing, get out of here.
That's great.
Hey guys, this is one half of the long-winded duo. Just wanted to jump in and make sure you're enjoying the episode so far, and don't forget to check out part 2. Also, if you haven't yet, subscribe to the podcast so that you can be a part of all this gold. Share it and like it and tell all your friends. Hugs and kisses on all your pink parts.